You guys can't hear me, but I'm unmuted now. How's it going, everybody? It's Phil from Zaid Comics, the writer of Magic Cop and the Lost Pages, which is in demand on Indiegogo right now. And we're back. It's Wednesday night. We're back with another awesome interview from another awesome creator about another awesome comic. We're going to be talking about, as you saw, Sovereign Wolf. I think this is a highly anticipated comic. I mean, this guy's been talking about this for over a year now, showing off some badass art. Let's welcome the man himself, Eddie Winkler. What's up, brother?
How are you, Phil? Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for coming on, man. It's been a long time coming. Like I said, you've been showing off stuff about this book, ever since I've been around the scene and been into crowdfunding and stuff like that. It's really cool to see everything to come together and the heavy hitters you have on this book. It's awesome. How are you feeling? Having this finally out there in front of people.
Oh my God, it's it's one of those things that the journey is better than the destination, but
Yeah,
so much pressure when I was shaking when I hit that launch button,
yeah.
and I was like, and then just it all just you started to relax, but then it's like, hey, now we got to get it out to people. So now we got to start making the big time moves. We're calling the printers, calling everything else.
Yeah,
So
for sure. Yeah, Joseph Eppolito, we got him in the chat. Thanks for tuning in, man.
yeah,
Definitely send me your email or your address because I have art for you to send out, Joseph. Send me that through the email. Yeah, Sovereign Wolf, man. Uh, I like to kind of my audience get to know the creator. I always ask, how you got into writing and in creating comics, where you started at that point, and how you kind of got here. So, kind of briefly summarize all of that.
cool. You asked for it. I like to talk.
Yeah. Mhm.
So yeah, be it, when I was young, I would stay by my grandma's house a lot, and you know, back in the day, you're probably way too young for this, but we used to turn in the Coke bottles, and you'd get 10 cents, and my grand would let me take in the 10 cent, you know,
Uh-huh.
and I would get $1. And at this little corner store, there were these like grab bags. There was like candy in them. It was just a brown paper bag. You didn't know what you were getting, but there was always a comic book with the cover ripped off. There's
Yeah.
always a comic book in there. So 5, 6 years old, here I am looking at comic books, and then flash forward, I'm in seventh grade, sixth, seventh grade, playing role playing games, and Marvel came out with their role playing game.
Yeah.
So naturally, you got to write your own stories, and we'd write our own stories, design our own characters, and yeah, man. But that's really how it took off.
Exploded from there, huh?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Now, I understand that this, has been kind of an IP that you've had for a while. In fact, you put out an issue of it back in the day, and compared from that to now, has changed a lot. So tell me about that, like kind of doing the self-publishing thing when you did it.
Yeah. So not knowing anything, not having the an internet until I actually printed the book. I actually got the internet
Yeah.
right around time I went to print. But I didn't know what avenues to look at. There was no Twitter. There was nothing. There were chat rooms, but I didn't know how to use them. I'm a goofball when it comes to that stuff. But but I would I would look around and try to get it out there, and I read everything. I think Diamond Previews was what I was trying to go through.
Yeah.
And when I read what they needed 3 books ready for print. They needed summaries of the books, and I had nothing. I had an idea. I
Yeah.
was like, I don't know, maybe 4 books, because this book and the next book make up basically 4 issues, which is the main story to get everything going.
Right.
But I was like, there's no way I'm going to get 4 books out. Let's put out a preview book, which is basically a prequel book, an issue 0. I was like, it's tied to the main story, but if you don't read it, if you don't own it, you're really not going to hurt yourself too much if you follow the story. So I
Right.
told my cousin, hey, let's get this. Do you want to draw it? He's an artist. and he's way better now. But he's like, yeah, let's do it. So it took us maybe about 8 months to put the book together. I had to learn very basic Photoshop on the fly. I had
Yeah,
a
for sure.
I had a scanner that was 8.5 by 11, and all our artwork was 11 by 17. So,
Yeah.
so my friend helped piece everything together so we could get the letters on and everything. It was very basic, very rudimentary, but um, I was proud of it. We're proud that we put it out. But right around that time, I got married. I basically finished my apprenticeship for my job, so took on more responsibilities, and my cousin went back to school, and everything kind of just stopped. My one of my best friends, he moved to Canada with his wife,
Wow.
so it kind of like, hey, it just stopped, and then starting to see Ethan's channels, Zach, yourself. I think when I started promoting, Magic Cop was actually in fulfillment.
Oh
So
yeah, yeah.
right around maybe August or September of last year,
Yeah,
maybe.
we were, I think we just started campaigning Magic Cop around that
Awesome.
time.
So so yeah, I was like, what do I got to lose? Let's put this idea out. I want it out there. I want to hold a physical copy of it, and I'm sure people will be happy with the product once we put it out. So
Yeah, man, and people are digging it. You're doing a great job raising money on this. People are buying it up. I love to see you are where you are right now, and
oh, I
your
just
art.
saw it.
Look at that. That's
Wow.
so cool. Um, your art is kick ass, man. You did it. You know the way you went about doing this campaign and this book. You're taking it to the next level. You have basically everything done, right? Because you've been promoting and working on it for so long that you've able to work on this stuff, and you're already working on the second book right now when you just started your campaign, is what I understand. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. We are
Wow.
9 pages of line art in.
Yeah,
We have about maybe 4 colored pinups
yeah,
and a couple other things. We have the next trading card set for the second book with the second batch of characters already penciled. So we're pretty much everybody's pretty much waiting for me now that I'm in campaign mode. You know how it is. It's like
yeah.
you got to promote, but you got to work.
Now you have a something special going on tonight, right? This is a special thing right now.
Yes,
Talk a
sir.
little bit about this.
Oh my God, I'm so grateful for this. So a while back, uh, when COVID started and all that stuff, I wanted to make sure I keep a hold of my artist and my colorist.
Yeah,
So, a lot of things. My colorist was working for Marvel, uh, a couple like little side projects, and a lot of stuff slowed down. And a lot of my guys were coming to me and like, "Hey, do you have anything?" Or, "Hey, I'm gonna do this." And I kind of wanted to keep them, tight knit so that they don't branch out too far.
yeah,
You
for
know,
sure.
but I wanted to keep them busy. So I was like, "Hey, I got this for you. I got this for you." And then sometimes I wasn't able to send the script on time, so I needed like a day. I was like, "Hey, I got this idea. Maybe you can do this." So I was like, "Hey," I talked to John and Mark, and I was like, "Hey, I'm doing this little pen up for Graveyard Shift Sovereign Wolf." I was like, maybe in the future, something could happen. But those guys are so far ahead with their ideas, and that's great. I was
Yeah,
like, okay, that's cool. That's totally respectable. But at least, I showed them this piece. They're like, that's cool, and it just sat there. So as a way to like boost the campaign, I just reached out to them, and I did it at a poor time. I think John wasn't doing well, and I was just so giddy that the campaign had launched. I asked, but so I apologize for that. But I was like, hey, can I use this, just as a print for the print or a poster for the campaign?
yeah.
And I was like, hey, we could work something out or whatever. And they got back to me. They're like, hey, go ahead, use it just exclusively for this campaign, and good luck, you know. I was like, this is awesome, you know.
Yeah, dude. And the Mick looks so badass in the back here, the monster.
Oh
He's just a powerhouse. I love this shot here. And how does this work? So this is available tonight, right?
So this will be available throughout the campaign. So I think we should be fulfilling at the end of March. You know, it says May. You know, I might keep it in demand for till people start getting their books and then
Right.
close it out. Uh, but this will be available. But after 11 p.m. Central tonight, it'll be available as a $5 add-on.
Oh,
So
very cool.
so if you're a backer already, or if you back before that time, it's free. It'll be added to your campaign.
Kick ass. Yeah,
So
everybody get on that. This is one of a kind, really rare to get, a graveyard shift stamp of approval on something like this. This is awesome. I love it. And who did this art? This is your artist?
these are my interior artists for the Sovereign Wolf book. This is Lucas
Wow.
Meyer is the penciler,
Hmm.
inker, whatever, and Giuliano Peritelli is the colorist. And
Wow.
a little preview in book 3, you are going to see these cybernetic zombie looking things.
Yeah.
They are basically the foot soldiers for military arms dealer throughout our book, and they're called power corpses. We
That's
call them
awesome.
PCs.
Yeah, that's sick, man. This is badass. I'm digging it. This is super, exclusive print here. You guys get it free tonight if you back, so definitely back. But why don't you give us kind of the backstory of this book? What is the pitch of it? What's going on in here?
Okay, so John Sovereign, he is fresh out of college. He studied molecular engineering, and he was referred by his professors to this company, Neocrom, which they're basically the biggest company for genetic science, genetic engineering. And just so happens that in the town he's living in, they popped up one of their new facilities. So he took an intern job there, and one night something happens. He witnesses something very bad, and he's drawn into this world where just secret heroic shapeshifters. The pitch is heroic shapeshifters, ancient gods, intergalactic demons or interdimensional demons, and military repo men are all abound. And he's gotta he's gotta learn to be the hero he's destined to become.
That's crazy, dude. I love that, you have the wolf as your main character here, but there's a whole slew of shapeshifters in this book and in this universe that eventually will come together to form a team. Is that right?
So in this, I know it may seem like a team book. It is just a solo John Sovereign Wolf book. Uh,
Hmm.
but one of the things that you'll learn is that all these shapeshifters are part of clans. So there's an ancient race of shapeshifters that are there's the shapeshifters you see are not the only ones. They're just the main characters for this group.
Right.
And in book 2, you're going to be introduced to a whole new. It's just the picture's just going to widen, and you're going to start to see what's really going on.
That's
So
awesome. Yeah, and I love the detail you guys put in here, especially you as a writer doing like these little bios and stuff like that. I really dig that because that's just extra content for people to obsess over as they become fans and stuff. Because of course we're fans of stuff like this, so that's stuff we like, and knowing about these characters. Again, I mean, we've talked, or I've talked in the chat about this character Mock. He just looks like a badass. I love that character. I love his color scheme, and how mysterious he is. I dig that guy.
I think you'll grow to like him a lot more when you see you
Yeah,
see him
yeah. And look at these beautiful pinups. You got this Rob Willis art as well.
with Kyle Ritter coloring. Oh my god,
Yeah,
it
that's
looks
awesome. Yeah. Now these guys in the back, are we gonna see these guys in this volume, or
so.
more in the second?
So everybody in that picture, except for the lion character, is in the first book. So not everybody is in the book in the first thing, but you will want to read this one to kind of catch up. But yeah, you'll see these characters. These five guys, the Ferocious Five, are basically the main protagonists of the book.
Right.
So you'll see them a lot. Of course, John Sovereign, the Sovereign Wolf, is the main character, the hero of the story, and you won't always see him as the wolf in this series. Being a hero is not only the werewolf. So
yeah, cool. We got John in the chat here. Beyond Time, what's up, brother? Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, we're talking a little bit about Sovereign Wolf, and like this Preston Acevedo. Man, this is amazing. I love this. And you have this piece, right? And it is for sale on the campaign.
I do. I think I have it boxed up. But yeah, that it's fully painted. I did not know that he painted them.
Yeah, man.
First. So when I reached out to him, he was like, "Yeah, the paintings I usually do on Masonite." And I was like, "What you do?" I thought it was all digital.
Yeah.
He's like, "No, they're on Masonite, and it's this and it." I was like, "Oh my god!" He would show me little glimpses. So
yeah, he's such
that guy's
a
talent that should be known.
Yeah, he is a huge talent in the community, and he's a workhorse too. He's always working on something.
Yeah.
That guy's awesome. John in the chat says, "I'm so backing Sovereign Wolf." That's right.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I don't know, John, if you just tuned in, there's a special offer for tonight. If you back before 11 p.m., you're going to get this free as a foldable poster. Is that right?
Yes, 11 by 17.
Wow, that's a great size. This is free, and if you do miss that tonight, it'll be up on the campaign for $5. But for tonight only, it's going to be free with the backers who back tonight or before. Yeah, this is like even this bat guy. Just this last panel here is so rad. His mouth, his smile, the glow of the eyes, the coloring is so pro. And I think that's what, this book is really setting apart from other books that are coming out is the quality of the art. And it looks like a book, interiors that you'd pick up at a shop,
Well, thank you, man. Thank you. I owe it all to them, Everybody on this book was great. I'm just a spectator.
I know the feeling, man, for sure. The panel layouts, these crazy, multiple panels, big action moments. It's kick-ass. I was, looking through this earlier when I was putting together the thumbnail, and this page just here. I'm like, oh, we got Mock here flying down, and then he puts something on his back and just chains him up. I thought that was really cool how you have the button push in this panel, and then this one he's getting, chained up, and you show the motion of those little wires or, bands coming out of the little gadget there. I thought that was a really cool sequence of action that's going on to show, the technological aspect of Mock.
Well, thank you. Something I could finally take credit for, because I do write full script. And sometimes it annoys my artist because I'm like, hey, he's got to be knocking this guy across while he's pushing this guy back, and he's staring at this guy, and he's like, maybe we'll do this. And sometimes you gotta change the script up a little to match the art. The art is so good. But
no, I totally feel you on that, because I do write similar to that. I'll some areas I'll give them a lot of leeway, but other areas, if I have a paneling idea where I specifically want the pacing a certain way, you have to kind of take the reins there and make sure things are in the spots so stuff like this can happen.
Right.
That's why I love the aspect of writing and collaborating with someone, because you could give them extra length of the rope on some things, and other things you could hold back.
Yeah.
Oh, this looks great, dude. And this the cool thing about this is, which I love to see coming out of books right now, is you are planning on, carrying the series for a while. This is just the start. You're building something better, bigger, like you said. You already have, 9 pages, line art for book 2, which is amazing. And I think you getting a head start right now with the build up for the campaign was a great idea, because now you're ahead of the game. You could campaign while your boys are hard at work penciling and coloring this stuff, and so far, on and on. You could just keep doing that for your next campaigns, which a lot of people, I think, could learn from that. I think that's the way to do it.
Thank you, man. Thanks. You're not so bad at putting out books yourself, man. They come out quick. Holy cow.
Thanks, man. Yeah, we're trying. We're playing a little catch up, because we were making Magic Cop while we had a little bit, probably the first chapter done once we logged onto the campaign. That book was 92 pages, so my brother basically drew 4 issues in 5 months, and we're playing catch up now with that stuff. So for Magic Cop 2, which we'll be launching soon, he already has, I think, like 25 pages done, maybe 28 pages done. Colors are coming in, which is awesome. Today, I actually worked on the trailer for it a lot, which was really cool to do, because I'm kind of throwing in some new animatic sequences, taking the comic and like making it move a little bit, which is it's really fun for me. So that'll be coming soon. That's gonna be awesome.
Sweet.
So you got trading cards as well. Now, is that something that's going to be stretch goals, or these are something that are coming with the book?
So anytime you back a book, anytime you make a purchase, other than an add-on, like if you want an extra book, I think it's just a book. But if you add any of those perks, like the Bad Moon Rising, for example, is the main cover. If you back that, you get the print, the 6x9 print, and those 3 trading cards. Those are promo trading cards.
Yeah.
So if you order like the Wolf Pack, which is all 3 covers, you're gonna get 3 sets of the trading cards, and you're also gonna get 1 of each of the prints. I think we've unlocked a stretch goal for a sticker from Bogdan's Digital Art.
Yeah.
It's the Crack and Peel sticker. We've unlocked the print of page 1, which is basically like a Lon Chaney type Wolfman, which is a very cool picture. I love that's the very first page, and I was like, oh man, I sent that to my brother. I was like, dude, I really think I got the right artist for these things.
Yeah.
I think we unlocked the Spot UV.
Nice, dude. That's gonna be cool.
So we're coming up on the blockheads, which will be free for everyone. Everything in the stretch goals is going to happen in one way or another.
Yeah.
The only difference is if we don't hit the stretch goal, they'll probably be available later on for purchase. Like this, the trading card set. It's completed. We just have to print it.
Right.
6 a.m. stickers. 6 a.m. is really busy. The guy's so talented.
Yeah.
So I'm waiting for that. We're working on something, and they're gonna have a 6 sticker, a 6 character set.
Yeah.
For Sovereign Wolf from 6 a.m. Again, everything's gonna get printed. I'm just hoping that I can get it to you for free.
Right. That's awesome. Yeah, I love that. And if you guys don't know, blockheads are awesome. Something cool that people do, is like little stretch goals as well. I have some here for the comics we've done, and they're pretty kick ass. So, do you know it's going to be? I'm guessing it's going to be Sovereign Wolf is going to be the guy, right?
Sovereign Wolf will be one, and for the second one, we are going to add. I mean, it's all speculation right now. I hope he accepts it. I know we talked, but for the second campaign, which is way down the road, we will have James Emerald, the Ancient, which is the main bad guy, which is the Anubis guy that you see in some of the promos that we show.
Right here, is that this guy right here?
Yes, that picture was done by Mike McMahon, who is
Yeah,
the artist of U.S. Assassin, which
that's
part
right.
2 is available. I think still in demand right now.
Yeah, that book was awesome. I got the first one. It was so fun. U.S. Assassin. So definitely, everybody check that out as well. Yeah. Oh, there's some other shots that aren't on the campaign page that you kind of snuck in at the top, that I really loved. I loved this shot. I don't think a lot of people have noticed this.
Yeah, you'll like that guy.
This is yeah, and this is he shapeshifting right now currently?
He is. So one of the things unique to this book, I think, I hope, is all the bad guys are not true shapeshifters. They are like basically magical genetic experiments,
Yeah,
and so they don't transform like the typical, transformation. They're all like deformed until they turn into the thing. So when you see like that panther shot where he's turning into the panther, they're all kind of like yeah, they're all like monstrosities till they actually transform.
yeah,
So when you see the original good guys are mostly they are they're actual shapeshifters, true shapeshifters. So they'll have more traditional, like just skin coming out. They'll look more natural, not
right.
so deformed.
Uh-huh.
When you do see a transformation, a lot of times, it'll be off screen at least for the first book, but then you're gonna start to see it really crazy.
Yeah,
So
this is great, dude, where it's the human face over here and deformed and he's sweating. That's really cool.
yeah, that is my favorite character.
Yeah, he looks like a bad. And now this is a bad guy.
He is bad guy. His name is Ray Matlock, and the the Panther's name is Night Strike.
That's awesome. Nitrate. Now, what's that bee, that wasp guy's name?
That is Stripes.
Stripes.
So you'll find out his story. Also, instead of adding a ton of exposition, because the story is very involved, I won't say it's not overwhelming. There's
Yeah.
a lot of action, but just to make sure people know, we added that dossier with the character profiles.
Yeah.
So that gives a little more insight. So you're like, oh, this is why he's this, or this is what he is.
Yeah, yeah,
So
for sure. I'm excited about that and to learn about the characters. Now, this is how many pages is this?
the main story is 50 pages.
Nice.
Prequel story is with 17 pages with
Yeah.
like one page of like summary.
Hmm.
Uh, and that is actually a remake of that book that we printed back in '05 with
Oh,
better art, just updated, a fresh new look.
yeah.
And then there's an 8-page side story of our female character. Gives a little insight into her background and why
Yeah,
she,
White Lightning, right?
yes,
Yeah, she's
yes.
cool. Kicking
So,
ass. These Mexican wrestlers, luchadors here.
yeah, they're actually part of a gang that there's gangs, there's underlords, there's everything in this world,
Yeah.
And I know people are like, oh, it's gonna be, there's too much in this. No, I'm saying this now. You're gonna have to pick up on certain context clues. Everybody, I think, is intelligent enough to pick up on those things.
Yeah.
So it's just like to whet your appetite, to leave you wanting more.
No, that's awesome. Take that. People are loving the art in here. Thanks for tuning in. Curious
Thank you.
Comics. Ichthyius, thanks for tuning in, brother. John says he backed it. He said no shipping cost.
No shipping cost for the poster. I'm not
Probably for the
sure.
poster.
I'll have
John,
to check.
clarify. I hope you charge shipping.
Possibly. If not, this one's on me. It's my
Yeah,
fault, my mistake.
let us know, John, if there was what do you mean by that? But let's check and see update this scoreboard here. Everybody, again, this is Sovereign Wolf. 153. Whoa, 155 goes from
You guys are
153
awesome, man. Thank you
to
very much. You
155.
won't be disappointed.
Got two backers. Hell yeah.
Thank you.
See, that's
power of
Zaid
Zaid.
Comics. Yeah, Zaid Comics does that, man. Lucha Libre for the win. Yeah, man. That's something I haven't seen, in comics recently, especially not in any CG books. Mask wrestling luchadors. It's
Yeah,
badass.
there's luchador masks and sugar skull makeup throughout that game. They're called Los Desalmados, which is roughly translated the soulless.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, is this Bat guy? Is he a specific character, or is there like many of them?
Well, just like I stated earlier, there's clans.
Yeah.
So these guys are basic foot soldiers, I would say. You know, so you'll see you'll see there's I don't want to give it away, you'll like it. You'll like what's going on.
Yeah, I already like it. These guys look crazy and super evil, giving me like kind of like Carnage vibes with the tongue, stuff like that. Very reminiscent of the face shape. It's so cool, dude. And
Thanks.
everybody could jump on this campaign. You have a couple of different covers you could choose from, or you can get the Wolf Pack, which comes with all three covers. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. All three covers, all three prints, three sets of the trading cards. Uh, you get three sets of the stretch goals. I believe I can't. Yeah, I think you'll get three of the stickers, three of the wolf prints. You can't get three spot UVs. Well, you will because they'll be on the books.
Yeah, for sure.
But also, if you were on the mailing list, you're also going to get the print of the American Alpha, which is if you were on the list, you've seen a picture. I think it's on the Twitter. I wish I had it pulled up. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no problem.
But yeah, it's basically Preston Acevedo's cover with the faded American flag in the background, and it looks very cool.
That's awesome. Yeah, so John says the $25 tier I backed didn't have shipping cost.
Ooh, well, I'll check that.
Yeah, you should
But
check.
yours is free.
Definitely check that. And again, guys, tonight only, if you guys do back, you'll be getting this poster, this Graveyard Shift Sovereign Wolf crossover poster. It's going to be free for tonight only. After that, you'll have to pay $5 for it. But if you're liking what you're seeing and you're a fan of CG and Graveyard Shift, this is the time to back it. You get that. It's a steal getting this for free. And like I said, the monster back here hasn't looked any cooler. This guy looks like a badass. It's awesome.
I love Graveyard Shift. It's like one of my cool. They're just awesome.
Yeah, I think and John's a big fan of your stuff too. He was just streaming. He's streaming right now. I don't know if he's
Is
done.
he? You know what? I did see that. I think.
Yeah, he was streaming. He was talking about his illness, his virus mishap, and his hospital time. But it seems like he was back. He's at his house, so that's good. He's doing much better.
Cool.
Yeah. Shout outs to the coach. But yeah, everybody grab a copy of this because it's awesome. I mean, the art, the character designs, it seems like you have a big story. You know where you're going. You're well into volume 2 of this. And I have a feeling you're going to be a guy that is going to be pumping out books as well because you're already on top of it.
Thank you. I don't want to stop you from closing or anything, but on that note, I'm working with Henzo Rodriguez, the guy that is doing Impossible Stars for Zach.
Yeah,
he's actually doing. I sent him my old pictures of a bunch of characters for our sci-fi futuristic book, and that is a true superhero book.
Oh,
so
cool.
He's going to be doing the redesigns for all those characters, and yeah, that's in the future. That'll probably, hopefully, launch end of next year.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, so Eddie's got lots of plans for comics and for DOA, which is your company imprint, right?
Yes, sir. Dose of Action Comics Group.
Yeah, let's see that logo. It's got a pretty cool logo. Look at that. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, so everybody get on this. Anything else you wanted to say? Then I was going to talk a little bit about the Lost Pages, and then we could get out of here.
No, back to Lost Pages. Thank you all in the chat. Thanks for your interests. This community is wonderful. You're wonderful. Hope that we could get together when this is
Yeah,
all done. You know, man, it'd be awesome just to sit
for
around.
sure, man. Yeah, we're super close to each other. And I mean, I think it's you and I, and then Nasser, and then it's like, you know,
I think Nasser's. Someone told me he's in like Oak Lawn, which is where I live. He's in
I
like
don't
by the mall.
the mall. I
Like
know where. I just can't think of the
Grange.
town. I
So
also
if
don't
you
want to
took
talk.
through Grange and just went south, you'd be there.
Yeah, down Manheim.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah. And my grandmother used to live over there. But yeah, man. We'll get together sometime and talk shop, and it'll be awesome. I'll bring you some stickers too,
excellent.
and give you some free passes to the arcade. That'd be good. You
that
guys could go.
that was awesome too. My kids will love that.
Yeah. So everybody check out the Lost Pages as well. We are shipping right now. In fact, I was just before we jumped on here, I was packing up books. I packed up Eddie's book for him because I think you got the mask too, right?
I think so. I think I will.
So yeah, we have all the masks done and ready to ship. So we were sewing those bad boys, and you'll be getting that hopefully in a few days because we'll be shipping those out tomorrow. Um, and the Bisley signed books, the books that were signed by Simon Bisley himself, the cover artist, the guy who reinvented Lobo at DC Comics, the man behind Batman meets Judge Dredd in the '90s. He's got those all signed up, and he's shipping them out to us this week. At the end of the week, they'll be on their way from the UK to over here. So then we'll be able to finish up fulfillment. It's we have a lot more backers than we did for Magic Cop, so it's taking a little while longer. But it's worth the wait. It's awesome to see people get these books and post it up on Twitter. I can't wait for people to start reviewing it. It's a lot of it's so amazing to see all this stuff come to fruition and to wind up in people's hands. So if you guys like superheroes, if you love comics, this is a new brand of superheroes that cross genres, put together by myself and a slew of amazing artists. So there's something in this for you if you just love comics, because it's a love letter to the comic medium. So check it out. Grab yourself a copy. And if you've already gotten a copy of the main book and you missed out on the bonus comic is available now just by itself. You can get just the bonus comic here. And if you read the main one and you're hungry for more, you get even more characters in this in a beautiful wraparound cover by Joe Ball. So yeah, check it out, everybody. We're so close to $30,000. I really want to make it there. So if you guys want to grab a book, definitely do so, and get Sovereign Wolf as well, man.
Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate this.
Yeah, of course, man. It's been awesome. I'm glad we got you a couple backers. We got Ichthyus in the chat. Hopefully, when I come to visit Chicago, visiting his cousins, I'll hit you guys up. Yeah, definitely.
Be here.
We're gonna be here, man. We're gonna be making comics, and Ichthyus got his copy of the Lost Pages. I know he was really excited about that. So when you guys do, post it up on Twitter, and same with Sovereign Wolf. When that comes up, let everybody know you got it, so more people could jump on the bandwagon and get this awesome stuff out there. Because every backer counts and just leads to bringing more cool stretch goals for everyone. So yeah, Eddie, thank you so much for coming on, man.
Man.
Yeah, where could people find you if they want to, hit you up on Twitter or something?
It's Twitter at DoseTrue, DoseTrue. Usually I'm posting updates at around once a day, possibly.
Yeah, it's a way to do it.
Usually it's new stuff. Sometimes it's something you've seen before, but we're always just kind of getting things out there, showing you what's going on. That's
awesome, man. Yeah, bringing the blood and guts and wolves to comics, man. Bringing it back. This is kick ass, and I can't wait to see where you and DOA goes from here. I'll definitely be back in this. People in the chat are backing it, so Yeah, everybody get on it, and we will see you guys next time with another video. If you guys haven't, hit the like button down below, subscribe. It really helps us out. Leave a comment if you're watching this later, and back Sovereign Wolf. Make it happen for Eddie and everyone that is on this campaign. So until next time, guys, we will see you later.